And we need to work together. I just say that about.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our August 10th, 2026 Commissioners Meeting. Please rise if you're able. I'll lead us in an invocation and pledge. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to come together today to do the work that the people of Bartholomew County sent us here to do. Please guide us with your wisdom so that we can make good and appropriate decisions that benefit us all. Thank you for this beautiful day in August. Thank you that all the kids are back to school now and they're working through those new school year glitches and they'll be up and running perfectly in no time. Please be with all of those that protect us, and thank you for all of the blessings you provide us even though we're so unworthy. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for that. All right, next up, we have the approval of minutes.
Move to approve those minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Next up, we have the approval of claims.
Move to approve those claims.
And I'll second
We have a
that.
motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. New permits for the week of August 3rd through the 7th. We had 43 new permits issued. A fee amount of $8,482 was collected. Value amount of $5,120,985. 2 million of that was a single family dwelling, so looks like Marcus bought a new house. Okay. Next up, we have Danny Hollander, our county highway engineer. Danny. Good morning, sir.
Right.
What do you have for us today?
Well, the crew report for last week. We are chip sealing in Rock Creek, Sand Creek, Wayne, and Jackson Townships. We fixed the washout out by Anderson Falls. Picked up a dead tree on Youth Camp Road. We did some ditching on Lowell Road and also on 300 South. And we mowed back trees that were approaching in the roadway on 300 North, and then we did some patching.
Never stops.
Nope. I've got quotes for box culvert. This is on 550 South over by Rosstown, 100 West.
Yeah, it looks like we got culvert for 500 South near 100 West. Looks like you got several quotes.
Well, I allow the vendors that sell both concrete and aluminum to bid both ways if they're they have both products. So
Well, we got some concrete culverts. We got some aluminum culverts. The aluminum, as typical, is quite a bit more than the concrete. It looks like Indiana Precast out of Columbus is the low bid with $28,241.94. S&M Precast out of Henryville was $16 more,
yeah,
$28,257. And those were the, and then another concrete. Is that accurate?
yeah, I think Silicon just didn't want to sell a concrete, so they made their aluminum a few dollars cheaper. And
Civilcon quoted $44,760.34 for a concrete box culvert. So they didn't want to sell you any concrete.
yeah.
Indiana Precast at $28,241.94. Are you comfortable with that, Danny?
Yes, I am.
I'd make a motion, we award that culvert to Indiana Precast here at Columbus, $28,241.94.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Next up, that's all for you, isn't it?
That's all I have.
Danny?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, sir. Next up, we have Captain Justin Arnholt, our jail commander, with a consideration of an annual service agreement with Tech 84 for body scanner at the Bartholomew County Jail. Justin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I can't hardly see you, Justin. There's his pretty face. All right. Tell us about what's going on, Justin.
This is just our annual service agreement where they come in and do the inspection, replace any parts and labor or anything that goes on with the machine throughout the year.
This is the body scanner at the jail, 1-year agreement, and the jail pays for it, $11,800. The original award was May 28th, 2019. Anyone have any thoughts or questions about that? No, commissioners?
I'd make a motion, we go ahead, and enter into this 1-year agreement for $11,800 for a body scanner at the jail.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed? Motion passes. Write those down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Oh, don't go away quite yet, Justin.
Okay.
We got first reading consideration of an ordinance amending a portion of ordinance number 2004-03 pertaining to establishing co-payments for the healthcare related services incurred by inmates at the Bartholomew County Jail. I will think a lot of people would be interested to know that there are, in fact, co-payments for medical services at the jail. Can you walk us through this, Justin?
Yeah, so currently it is $15 per visit or medication fills. January or July 1st, the law changed that up that to $30 per visit and per medical or per medication. So we just need the ordinance to be in line with the state statute.
Being an ordinance, this requires 2 public hearings. I'll open up the public hearing for first reading at this point. If anyone has anything to say, positive or negative with regard to this ordinance amendment. Seeing none, the public hearing is closed. Would anyone on the commissioners would like to talk about this, or Justin, do you have anything else to add?
I do not.
No?
Tony, this is over the years, our health care at the jail has just gone up dramatically.
Mhm.
The amount of money that the taxpayers spend for healthcare services in all its capacity is huge. And it's incredible what it's become in the last 20 years. So raising this copay, a guy has to decide, all right, do I want to go see the nurse or do I want this service or do I want the money in my commissary? And
You know, what's interesting is we just had signed an ordinance. I don't know if it's an ordinance, but it was just a week or 2 ago where the cost of phone calls dropped because it was too penalizing on the grandmas that were putting the money in the commissary accounts. And now instead of, I don't know, what do they buy on their commissary? Phone calls, snacks.
food, yeah, beverages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is.
Okay.
And I think our tablet services on that too. Tablet services, yeah. You can watch a movie if you pay for it.
So the,
Jail's not what it used to be.
no, it's
50
not
years
paying
ago.
to get incarcerated anymore. That's for sure.
It's not the same jail that your dad and my dad were always in.
Yes. Good point. Good point. And I'm not trying to make light of it, but it just, they can't call now. They're gonna spend it on health insurance. Well, it's kind of like the rest of us, isn't it? Getting a little more like real life in there. All right. All right. This is the first reading of this ordinance.
Close the public.
We already closed.
Did you close it?
Mhm.
I'd make a motion, we adopt this consideration amending this ordinance that goes back to 2004-03. And again, it's changing the copay of the healthcare related services at the jail by inmates.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. I would also like to add, though, that this amendment increases the copay amount from $15 to $30. That also increases the amount of time the medical transaction is carried on the books from 60 days to 180 days. What does that mean? After 180 days, they haven't had their money in their commissary,
Yep,
they
that's what it means.
write it off the
Right,
books.
the debt's forgiven after 180 days.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a different world, I guess. We have a motion and a second, right? Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passed.
Justin, I'm assuming that 180 days is part of state statute?
It is correct, yes.
Okay.
That is first reading. Tina, when should we have this on for second reading?
If Justin is okay, we could do it next Monday, if he's all right with that.
That's fine.
Okay, we'll have first reading next Monday. Thank you very much, Justin.
Thank you.
Second reading next Monday. Thank you. I heard that. All right, next up, we have Major Brandon Slate. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning.
You have a proposal. Please walk
I
us through
do.
that.
I actually have a couple different ones. We can start with vehicles or a dish machine.
I got vehicles first.
Okay, we had 2 vehicles in the last 6 to 8 months that were involved in crashes that ended up being a total loss. And we are just requesting to replace those 2 vehicles with insurance proceeds, along with some money that we still had left in our budget for this year for vehicles. And that request is for 2 Chevy Traverses, all-wheel drive. From the low bidder would be Country Chevrolet at $39,299 a piece. And I do have 2 additional quotes. One was from Chevy of Columbus for $39,335, and one from Andy Moore for $44,741.
Okay, so 3 bids. The Country Chevrolet and the Chevy of Columbus were very, very close, within $70, or I guess about $36 of each vehicle. Country Chevrolet is the lowest bid for the 2 vehicles is $78,598. Most of that will be reimbursed by insurance. That's $39,299 each. Are you comfortable with that bid,
Yes, we are.
commissioners?
I'll move that we accept that quote for those 2 vehicles, $78,598.00.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Brandon, next, what do you have?
Next one, excuse me, the next one is for a new dish machine for our jail. This is something we've been kind of planning and looking at this over the last couple years, and it's just got to the point where we're putting more money in it in repairs than what we would like to even talk about. But they are not cheap. We actually started off at about $120,000 to replace this machine, and with some negotiation, we have been able to get it down to the low quote of $82,484.20 from Central Restaurants Products, and that's for a Hobart CL76.
Brandon, what's the age of the one we're replacing?
It's the original one for the jail, so it's
Okay.
we're about 18 years now
Since the remodel.
since the remodel. Yes.
Okay, very good.
You have 5 quotes on here. They're not all apples to apples. Looks like someone slipped in a different brand and model.
Yes.
But for the Hobart, which is what you spec'd, was the $82,484.20. With Central Restaurant Products, Stafford Smith out of Pendleton was $94,405. And Shirt Food Service Equipment out of Danville, Indiana is $103,615.58. C&T Design and Equipment, $105,500. And Shirt also gave a bid for a different model, a Champion of $80,283.43, but it's not apples to apples. It wasn't the spec.
And you know, Tony, when you're talking about restaurant equipment, sometimes it's difficult to get the equipment serviced and difficult to find parts. So that's, I'm sure, why they wanted to spec the Hobart. That's
Yeah,
what we have in the,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
We
you're
have
fine.
we have a group of service techs that come in. It's more than just fixing it when something goes wrong. They actually have to do an annual inspection on it. And
Okay,
so it's just something we're familiar with. We got 18
Right.
years out of the one we currently have. I think
and in
it's,
this case, I'm okay with that.
I make a
Um,
motion, we go ahead and accept that proposal from Central Restaurant Products out of Indy for the new dishwasher at the jail.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye, those opposed, motion passes. I will say that this is a planned replacement and paid from sheriff's funds. Thank you both very, very much today.
thank you.
Next up, we have our county clerk, Sherry Lentz. Good morning, Sherry. Starting to heat up, Sherry.
It
Not
is.
just in the weather.
I know.
It's election season
85 days away, I heard this morning on the radio.
from November, right? But
Yeah.
early voting, we were wondering, what day does early voting start? October
October 5th.
5th.
Mhm.
October 5th.
So it's just
Less
around the
than 2
corner.
months away from voting starting. Amazing. Why are you here today, Sherry?
So I would like for you to review a couple of contracts that I need to secure in order for us to have proper voting locations. Gather Columbus was used in the primary for our early voting, and I'd like to do that again. It's $6,000 for the rental timeframe of October 5th through the November 3rd
That worked
election.
really well in the primary.
Did, it's wonderful
Lots of
parking.
compliments about that.
It worked.
Easy
really well.
access, good parking,
Yes, yes.
good
they're great to
central
work with.
location.
Yes, so I'd like to do that again if we could.
So this is a consideration of an agreement with Gather Columbus for the clerk's office for early voting and day of
Yes.
voting at Gather Columbus on 25th. The term is October 5th through November 3rd from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. The agreed amount, $6,000.
I'll move that we approve that amount, $6,000 for early voting and day of election voting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Now, we have an additional voting location to discuss.
Yes, the second contract is with the Bartholomew County Fairgrounds. Terrace Lake Church had told us in the primary that they would not be available for the fall. Terrace Lake is a very popular voting location, and when I looked at the number of turnout on that side of town, when you combine, RMC, Terrace Lake, and the fairgrounds, they're all kind of in that same vicinity, but I feel like we just have a very big gap if we did not replace Terrace Lake with an additional location.
Something close by.
Yes, and so the fairgrounds was the closest location that I could find in that area. So that would be $300 for the rental. There's a $350 security deposit. And then we are also required to have a insurance, liability insurance waiver for the 2 days for setup on the day of prior to the election and election day.
So this is consideration of an agreement with Bartholomew County 4-H Fair Incorporated for the clerk's office. And even though the price seems a whole lot less than Gather, we got to remember this is for 1 day only.
It is 1 day.
And so just day of on November 3rd, and you do get to set up the day before. Security deposit that's refundable of $350 and a rental amount of $300.
I'll make a motion to approve that agreement with the 4-H, Bartholomew County 4-H Fair.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? I will say that the fair used to be a voting precinct.
When we were
Multiple,
precinct
2,
voting.
maybe 3 precincts.
When we were precinct voting, we
4?
moved away. The problem we had in the past was the connectivity with our internet for our electronic poll pads. But since we use our own hotspots now, that should not be an issue at all. So.
Okay. So we have motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Sherry, thank you.
I have one more
One
thing.
more.
Oh, my goodness.
Just got all kinds of things for you today.
Oh, that's right. Request for additional courthouse and governmental office building hours for absentee voting in 2026 general election day. Sherry, what are you asking for here?
Yes, well, as required by state law, we are required to be open on October 24th 24th and October 31st for early voting from 8 to 3. So that will take place at Gather Columbus and also here at the government office building in the council chambers. So I'm requesting the use of the buildings for those 2 days.
I'll move to approve that request.
And then also on election day.
I'll second. We have a motion and a second. That will be Saturday, October 24th at this building, but not at the courthouse.
Right, only administrators will be in the
Administrators will be there, yeah. Saturday, October 24th from 8 to 3 at this building, and Saturday, October 31st from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Don't wear your Halloween costume. And motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Sherry, don't leave yet. I'm gonna put you on the hot spot.
Okay.
Tony, if that's okay.
That ends our advertised agenda, so
Well, good.
this is a good
Let's-
time.
Sherry, there's an awful lot of excitement about, is it called the Save America Act, vote concerning voting. I had some fun with the people that were working here in the spring. I voted in this building, but I pitched a fit because I had to show a photo ID. I just had fun about it. But
Mhm.
why is it in Indiana that we have, and I know the answers, but I want you to tell the public.
Yeah.
Why is it that we have to show an ID in Indiana, but evidently many other states don't have to show an ID?
I believe Indiana wants to make sure that all voters are legal voters and registered. And so in Indiana, we are required to show an ID. And what I always tell our poll workers to explain to the voters is that you want to be sure that someone else is not taking your vote. If you showed up to a voting location and someone else has already voted in your place, that would be very, very upsetting. So it's for protection for the voter, really, to be sure that no one else can vote as your identity. So the photo ID is so that the poll worker can see the person in front of them with the photo. It's not checking the address. None of that is taking place with the photo ID presentation. It's just making sure that the person standing in front of you is indeed the voter.
Why do we do that in Indiana, but they don't do it in
It's just
Georgia?
something our election
So it's a state law.
administrators and our legislation has made sure that
Does
that happens.
anyone else contribute to that or know the specifics of it? I'm assuming it's a state law. Tony, do
It
you know?
is, yes.
It is state law.
Sure. All the elections are run by the state, so every state can have different
Yes.
rules.
So what the federal government's trying to do is get everyone uniformity on the requirements.
But only on the federal elections.
Okay,
That's the only place the federal government would have that authority. So they still wouldn't be
Yes,
able
the
to
state
direct
still-
state
each
legislation, state
yes,
elections
runs
or
their own
local
election.
elections.
We're all trying to get proof of citizenship.
What?
So, proof of citizenship, not just a driver's license. You have to have a passport or a birth certificate.
I
Under
can't
the-
speak. I
under
can't
the
speak to
new-
it.
In some states, but not all states.
But what state?
but the federal,
Well, they're trying to take it over, but if we're smart enough, we won't let them.
why is that, Sharon?
Well, because if Sherry,
We'll give you a chance.
okay, if each state has control over what happens in their state, then it's just better for the people. Then I can go to Sherry, I can go to the governor and say, I don't like this. And make my case and hopefully, have enough people support my case that they say, oh, okay. But Ohio can do whatever, they can make the rules that they want.
Okay. That's a
It just-
fair,
it
that's a
just
fair
gives it-
argument.
More to the people, I think.
Identity theft is no joke.
No,
No.
and how disappointing that would be if someone took your vote. And
Well-
with our paper poll books, they were not as secure. So we have the electronic poll book that helps with the security as well. So I think Indiana is very proactive in making great strides to make sure that our elections are secure. Appreciate that.
I had a cousin, his identity was stolen.
Mm.
Good news is his credit score went up 300 points. All right, that ends our,
Sherry, sorry for putting you on the spot.
No problem.
Good
that ends our
I enjoyed it.
advertised agenda. Our next regularly scheduled meeting, did anybody get tickled by that? I maybe just tickled myself. Next regularly scheduled meeting will be Monday, August 17th. Does anyone have anything to share, to bring